Hey guys, what's good? What's good? Make sure y'all hit the like in the way in. Hit the like, hit the like. I know y'all must I know y'all must have saw that video. Some of y'all when Shamar just went in. All they asked was what was up with Alvo, and that dude went to the laugh and had the Mexicans banging on the ceiling. That was so funny. People, who's ordering the pizzas to Shamar's house? Who's ordering Papa John's to Shamar's house? Now, y'all know y'all ain't doing right. You ain't doing right. Hey, Savine. Hey, Beef Tip. Hey, Wendelina. Hey, Annie. Hey, Deirdre. Hey, Latoya. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. That was so funny. I'm going to put that up a little bit later. Matter of fact, I might play it in a minute. I at least edited the video. I'm gonna do commentary to it. So depends on how I was looking up here in the chat. I'll probably play it because it is edited. So it's not like I'm putting up something he's cussing and carrying on. But I'm telling you, that gave me a chuckle and a wacko. Yeah, I might do some live commentary to it today. And then later on, I'll put it out later. So if you miss it, you can see it later. And I'll do it in the premiere style commentary. He is funny. Let me tell you something. If Shamar knew how to stop cussing and act civilized, oh, he would do good up here. He would do good up here. He brings in an audience. I don't care what Shamar's talking about. Hi, Bonita. Hey, Kay. The Think Tress. Hey, sis. How are you? Hey, cutie pie. Happy Tuesday, Toby Warner. How are you, sweetie? Yeah, but he had me on the floor. I couldn't even take myself serious when I was editing because I was like, this is crazy. This is really insane in the membrane. Shamar is funny, is all outdoors. So I'm trying to get into, while I'm waiting for y'all to come in here, I'm trying to get into my cleanse again, and I'm just having a hard time. I was supposed to today full time. I'm not full time, for the full day at least, drink nothing but liquids. But I'm like, nah. I had did some meat shopping, and I put all the meat away. And man, that steak that I got, a ribeye steak, that steak looked too good for me to have to wait 7 days to eat it. So the liquid cleanse is gonna have to start tomorrow. So I'm drinking liquids all day until I eat that one meal today. So that's not bad. But hunty, ooh cha, that steak is calling me. And I got a couple of small potatoes that I'm gonna roast. I'll probably put some garlic, some fresh garlic in it, and put some olive oil and sea salt. And then I'll put them inside the oven and let them get all nice and soft. And oh man, it's gonna be so good with that steak. Might as well just go for the gusto of them. Eat the steak, ribeye steak. I might as well have them potatoes with it. Even though I really should stay away from them starches while I'm cleansing. But hey, it is what it is. So let me Tamaron. How do you say your name? Tamaron. Tamaron. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah. So let me pull up the video. Let me pull it up. It was funny. It was. I have to admit.
Pissing them off. And y'all be making them want to go gay. They didn't tell y'all, bro.
So, anyways, all right, just giving you the backstory for some of y'all that didn't see it before we start. Shamar he was going live yesterday. He actually went live this morning I don't know if I'm gonna put that up. I ain't gonna put up every live he puts up. Sometimes he be talking about crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It don't have nothing to do with nothing. But he went live yesterday, and somebody just asked him about Alvo, and he just went to the left. And he was yelling and screaming so bad that the Mexicans, I guess there's Mexicans that live on top of him, they were banging, like telling him to keep it down. And he said they keep messing with him, he gonna call ICE on them. He said, ain't Donald Trump trying to deport them anyways back to Mexico? He was just a mess. But yeah, it just had me on the floor, and I would definitely put it out today as a premiere video. But I figure, hey, let's have some a chuckle and a wuckle, and let's do a live premiere to it right now. You know what I'm saying? This will be my first video out for today. I didn't sleep good last night, so I'm kind of running on E right now. Hey, Intelligence. Hey, Toy. Hi, sweetie. And hello, BLH. Let me see. I'm just reading this. Hey, good morning, Genty. Well, not morning. Good afternoon, actually. I don't know why I said good morning. So let's listen to what he had to say, because he was funny.
Black female, because y'all is thinking they cheat. And then when y'all shit on them, it's okay for y'all doing it to them, but then when they do it to y'all, y'all feel hurt. Y'all don't got pregnant by this. Y'all don't got money. Y'all had a baby by this. Gave you a baby and left your ass standing. Don't you? Stop worrying about me and mine. About me and Alvo. Worry about you and your nigga. Worry about what you and then go and then suck a dick. And bottom ass faggot. Y'all be worried about too much. Y'all got too much.
I gotta put that back up.
Don't you? Stop worrying about me and mine. About me and Alvo. Worry about you and your nigga. Worry about what you and then go and then suck a dick. And bottom ass faggot.
Oh, man.
Y'all be worried about too much. Y'all got too much. I know that got there hitting a wall after they been got there making noise. Out of here.
Make sure
y'all Mexican. Keep talking, I call ICE on your.
Shamar, you gonna bust a blood vessel. You better stop all that yelling.
Anyway. No, I'm just being real with y'all. These females need to stop worrying about what I got going on. Girl, ain't nobody get you busy because they know, girl, bye. Girl, bye. After all the noise they been making, they want to start complaining when now that I'm talking. Now that I'm talking, they want to start complaining. But all of a sudden, now y'all was just up there making too much noise. Now they want to start complaining once I start doing all that. Girl, bye. Nobody don't nobody. And I wish they would call the police at my house. I'm gonna be like, her officer. I have been complaining on them. They was up there making all this noise and now I never said when I say something, it's a problem. Now y'all see how I feel. Oh, okay. What you talking about? I can go at the end of the day. I'm finna move anyway. This is my last, I think, when my lease up in September. In September, they're gonna be the last day that I ever stay over here. And the reason why, because for one, too many people know I stay at. Two, people feel like it's okay for them to put up in my mother. Girl, I am, boo. You worry about my house. Don't worry about my house. You too much in my business, boo. Calm down. You all up in my house. Worry about you and your house. Don't worry about why the trash can is full, boo. Okay? I'm taking that out, boo. Don't worry about me. Worry about you. Thank you. And don't worry about my trash either. Worry about your trash.
Exactly, Toby. Genty, member for 28 months. Thank you for all your support. You've been day one from Nature Boy content. I love you, Genty. Mwah.
I'm just saying, y'all, like, girl. People be really doing the most. No shade. Okay, she got my ice cream. I'm putting these in the freezer. She got my ice cream. Got my Shamar goddamn did this and did that. But Shamar filling up his house though. Yeah, that got some more ice cream too. I want to try this freezer pop. I ain't gonna cut to you. I want to try this. I love this. Shamar, I still like you. I like you too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said people be worried about the wrong thing when they all up in your house. They all up in your house. Somebody say you need to take the trash out and this and the third. Girl, I am finna take the trash out. Last night I just didn't feel like taking it out because it's like me as a mother. I was tired. Okay, I got my drink. That's why I be having out my camera because when people all up in your house, you gotta watch them. They all up in your house and they ain't even pay your bills or nothing. But they all up in your house though. Girl, make it make mother see. I need to got that order to got down clean and shit. Wait. I'm gonna order that tomorrow. I just ordered this. I'm gonna take all this shit. I need to put on my shoes and shit. I love y'all too, but when you all up in somebody else's business, you can't do that. You feel me? Not saying that you was in my business. Not saying that. I'm just saying. I need to put that ring cam over there. Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. Yeah, that is what I mean. That's why, now you see why I be cursed that. Now you see why I be cursed that. You see why I be really going in on that. They always being rude. You know what I'm saying? She said, why do y'all want to see Roach? Y'all are so weird. Exactly. So fucking weird. And then that's why I be blocking. Or you bet whatever, or your mom bet with your daddy. Stop asking me about somebody that don't got nothing to do with you. Girl, you gone. Goodbye. You blocked. Bye. Get your grown out of here. Go take care of your child. You so worried about a grown, but you can't even worry about your child. You ugly hoe.
Right. Tell them roaches to pay some rent around there. It ain't free. Nothing in this world's free. Not even for roaches.
What you bitch? Try to be funny, girl. Bye. Shut out my lie, hoe. Try to be funny. That's the whole reason why I keep my camera off. Cause y'all too goddamn nosy and I always want to worry about the next mother. That's why y'all not gay on y'all that. And I'm taking some of y'all talking about. While she sit up and try to be funny, just at my house last night. Now where, hoe? The bitch be funny. I don't know who that is. Yeah, they really is mad as I got it. Cause me personally, let me tell y'all something. When the person worry about you so damn much, they got a lot of time on their hands. They got a lot of time on their hands to be worried about you. Worry about what you're talking to. Worry about what you don't got bad with. They all up in your business. They ain't worried about them. That's why they stuck on stupid. And that's why they so dumb. And that's why they man don't want they. That's why all these here that y'all call DL really be going gay on y'all. Cause y'all be pissing them off. And y'all be making them want to go gay. They just tell y'all black female cause y'all is thinking they cheat. And then when y'all shit on them, it's okay for y'all doing it to them, but then when they do it to y'all feel hurt. Y'all don't got pregnant by this. Y'all don't got much. Y'all had a baby by this. Gave you a baby and left your ass standing. Don't you. Stop worrying about me and mine. Worry about me and Alvo. Worry about you and your nigga. Worry about what you and just go and just suck a dick. And bottom ass faggot. Y'all be worried about too much. Y'all got too much. I know that goddamn hitting the wall after they been goddamn making noise. Out of here.
Yeah, he do too much.
Yeah, y'all Mexican. Keep talking, I call ice on your. Anyway.
I've gotten on Shamar about this numerous times. he ain't gonna get it. He's just gonna continuously get channels taken down. That's why he's on a troll page now on Instagram. I don't know if this was on YouTube yesterday, or was it on Instagram. I didn't pay attention to it. I had found this on a channel, and I had just did edits to it because they didn't do no kind of edits to it. They just recorded the video and slapped it up. And this dude is just cussing up a storm.
No, I'm just being real with y'all. These females need to stop worrying about what I got going on. Girl, ain't nobody get you bitch because they know, girl, bye. Girl, bye. After all the noise they been making, they want to start complaining when now that I'm talking. Now that I'm talking, they want to start complaining. But all of a sudden, now y'all...
No, the people upstairs are banging on the floor because he's making too much noise. It's people upstairs on the second floor, and they're banging, basically telling him to be quiet. That's not the door that you hear in the background.
Y'all was just upstairs making too much noise. Now they want to start complaining once I start doing all that. Girl, bye. Don't nobody... And I wish they would call the police at my house. I'm gonna be like, "Her officer, I have been complaining on them. They was upstairs making all this noise and now all of a sudden when I say something, it's a problem. Now y'all see how I feel. Oh, okay. What you was talking about? I could go at the end of the day. I'm finna move anyway. This is my last, I think, when my lease up in September. In September, they're gonna be the last day that I ever stay over here. And the reason why, because for one, too many people know I stay at. Two, people feel like it's okay for them to put up in my mother. So I gotta relocate. I just didn't want to break my mother and then move. But now, it's that time to break your lease. It's that time to break that mother lease. You did? So many people know I stay at.
Yeah, it's that time to break the lease because now Alvo's back in the picture. You need to keep yourself still and see if you can just renew that lease. Because you might not renew that lease and not find an apartment fast enough and be in the streets again. So you need to really think about that. And ain't nobody taking you in, SHAMR. You done burned a lot of bridges now.
That's why people be telling me to move. That's why people be telling me to move because too many people know where you stay at. Child, you in mother tell me. You gonna take care of the child, stop worrying about me. Don't talk about me every day. But now, I'm being so for real with y'all. These neighbors now just want to start complaining now and want to start hitting on walls. So just they're making so much noise. They were making so much noise. And I ain't called them around here and complain on them. So for them to be sitting up here trying to beat on the wall when they the main one that be making noise and shit. Now all of a sudden when I do something, now you see how I feel. Y'all been making all that noise upstairs and now all of a sudden that y'all made all that mother noise, y'all mother start hitting walls and shit because I'm making noise. Big y'all. Don't nobody do Mexicans. Ain't Donald Trump is deporting them? Ain't Donald Trump?
Donald Trump. Not Donald Trump. He says Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
Sending them back to their country? They better stop playing with me. I'm telling you, I call ICE on they deported up out of here. Playing with me. I will call ICE on they. They do not supposed to be in this country anyway. And Donald Trump already got them sending they back to where they came from. Mexico. I know they ain't come knocking at my door. Girl, not these folks calling the pizza place at my house. Who the is calling the pizza place to my house? I don't call Papa John at my house. Papa John was just at my house. That was just at my door. Who the now y'all see? I want big please. Hold on, let me show y'all. Hold on, let me show y'all so y'all can see that people out here really stocking. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna do it through the window because they outside. Look, people is really like near all the house. This lady right here, you see them? They ordered pizza to my house. Who the pizza to my house? What the?
Right,
yeah, these people is really trying to figure out who don't order pizza to my house. Whatever, like, and then it was like I had told them I said, who ordered it? Who ordered it? They somebody ordered
He
pizza to
said
your
your
house or
groceries
whatever.
are
And
ordered.
I won't be surprised if Mr. Dog, if it is, Mr. Dog, stop playing with me. Before I find out where you at. Before I find out where you at and have you locked up. Because that's harassment. That's harassment. I'm thinking them people still come down here, boy. I'm thinking them people downstairs, them people still gonna come down here and start going out. Baby, they gonna get punched right in their mouth. Bah! Shut the I want to know who is ordering pizza to my house and why are y'all doing it? Why y'all ordering pizza to my house?
This dude is
Y'all
funny.
be
He is off the hook. So he ordered some groceries to the house. It looked like nothing but junk. Actually, he ate an Italian ice and then a popsicle. He's eating all kind of junk food. That sugar got him all ramped up. And yeah, he's only trying to move because he's trying to make it so that it's easy for Alvo to come over and lay up with him. That's if the relationships even last to September. He said he's gonna break the lease in September, or the lease is up in September. I don't know. Something's kind of fishy about that whole situation. SHAMR has been pretty quiet, and he just came out, like his father's going live yesterday. And you would have thought that he would have been going live a lot. The first day that him and Alvo announced that they were back together, but it's like he's trying to play hide and go seek. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, what is he not telling us? You know what I'm saying? You know how SHAMR always got something going on with him. Why is he so quiet on these social media streets? What's really good with him? But whatever's done in the dark always comes to the light. So it's not like we're not gonna find out. It said he should have stayed on Alvo's bond. He gets caught with Alvo, he can also be charged. Exactly. Right, harboring a fugitive. And that ain't gonna look good because he was the one initially on the bond. Now y'all are back together and you riding down the road with him, harboring him in your house with every chance you probably can get. Because I'm quite sure Alvo is sneaking over there. They just got to be real discreet, and they can't be going on live when he's over there. SHAMR makes sure he has a place secure and ready to move in. SHAMR should make sure, let me read that right. He has a place secure and ready to move in. I hope so too. I hope so too. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button. Boy, stop. Ain't nobody scared. Yeah, he's a trip. He just went in. Yeah, but he got really into his feelings when people were asking about Alvo and stuff. Yeah, you need to give us an update about Alvo. Alvo ain't wasting no time giving updates because Alvo's doing it for the views. Alvo trying to get his bag up. Alvo trying to get his Airbnb so he can do his little freak offs and get his little his Don Julio on and be with different men. He trying to go back to that lifestyle. I'm trying to tell you. This says ATL more like Alvo should just leave SHAMR alone because he knows he really doesn't like him. He doesn't like him. But I did say towards the end of my video yesterday, who knows, he may have grew on him. And he wasn't in love with him when he first met SHAMR, but who knows? Maybe he does love him. We don't know. Alvo's another loose cannon. Slowski, Oh, he's lying. Wait a minute. He's lying. Thanks, SHAMR. All to get Alvo. This is sad, but seriously, how he's. Yep, it's called harboring a fugitive, and he's gonna get in trouble for that. He definitely will. You are definitely correct. Miss Davis, he's been talking about moving. No, I know he's been talking about moving, but we're just saying, all of us collectively, okay, he can move. He has every right to move wherever he wants to move, but he better make sure that he has a place to move into before he just says that he's gonna, once the lease is up, leave. You have to have a place to move into before you just say you're gonna leave anywhere. Because I'm quite sure if the lease is up in September, that don't mean he has to leave. So if he doesn't find a place by September, he shouldn't be breaking no lease. He should be signing, renewing the lease. Them people are not gonna put him out. If he renews the lease, they'll keep him on unless they told him he had to leave when the lease was up because maybe they're tired of him. They're at the complex. That's different. He gets big and bad when he's with Alvo. Yeah, he sure does. He sure does. You said, "Wow, what a nut job." I haven't heard that phrase in a minute. Yeah, he pulled a little nutty. Yeah, he sure did. He pulled a little nutty. Yeah, he didn't like nobody asking about him and Alvo. He's trying to keep that on the hush hush. And I'm kind of surprised because he don't know how to hold water. But he sure is holding water this time around, honey. He ain't saying too much about it. That's why I said don't be surprised if we hear Alvo's in jail and SHAMR set him up. Alvo's definitely keeping his distance from that house. Because I don't think Alvo trusts SHAMR neither, to be quite honest with you. I don't think he trusts him either. He's probably like, this ninja ain't getting me locked up. I'm trying to tell you. Let me see where I'm at on the comment section because I be losing my place. Eddie and Horse belong together. Keep the infection amongst them too. Right, exactly. The roaches keep bringing the people from the pizza place they want to eat too. Yeah, man, that was kind of messed up what Avery did, man. Manifest reality. Hey, Ivan. Oh, Ivan, I was supposed to contact you the last time you came up here. Ivan, we'll put the link up here if you want to come up. I forgot, man. Let me put the link in there. Anyone's welcome to come up, long as they don't cuss. SHAMR credit is real bad because what he did to his mama's house. So someone help him, K. And yeah, I remember. Yeah, because K's the one that helped him get the place that he's staying in now. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, when you burn bridges, especially with stuff like that, housing, that ain't where it's at. People, a lot of people, I'm quite sure nowadays have learned having good credit and stuff like that when it comes to a roof over your head is very important. I think now that I've gotten older, only thing that worries me, and it's not a worry, but worries me that is priority is a roof over my head and food in my refrigerator. Everything else I can get later. It's not a priority like a roof over your head and food in your refrigerator. My bad. After bless. Hey Jessica, sweetie, SHAMR doesn't trust himself. Right. You took the words right out my mouth. So SHAMR go out with LaShawn last night. You said SHAMR go out with LaShawn last night? What? Let me see. Wait a minute, hold on 1 second. So SHAMR calls that Warren all he has to say is he didn't know. I don't know. SHAMR causes a lot of sense. It's okay. 1 moment, let me grab a shirt. Okay. Yeah. He knows what's good and safe for his pocket. You know what this one I meant to tell you guys. When he was on this video here, he said if he finds out that it's Messy Doll, he said he's gonna I guess call the police on him. He been from the time Messy Doll been defending him, he been throwing Messy Doll up into equations, accusing Messy Doll of stealing his money. Now talking about if Messy Doll's calling pizzas to his house, what he gonna do to him? You know what I'm saying? People should have seen the signs before he got back with Alvo that he was about to cross some ninjas. You don't wait for somebody like SHAMR to cross you now. I don't know. The warrant came when SHAMR took his name off the bond, right? The warrant also came when he didn't go to clear it up. Alvo. And the warrant, he probably got 2 warrants now because remember he was on probation. And if he's going to probation, then they would pick him up there at probation. So he must not be going to his probation. So he made matters worse for himself, to be honest with you. You know? So it's a crazy situation. It really is. Let me see something. SHAMR's ready to play house with Alvo. Yep. He's ready to play house with Alvo. And see, to SHAMR, even though we know that Alvo really isn't no good for him either, to SHAMR looks at it like, well, he's a lot better than a lot of my other boyfriends because in SHAMR's head, which, it could be looked at like that as well, but, Alvo kept and booked him busy just by the drama that they caused in the community. Everybody wanted to book SHAMR, you know what I'm saying? And, at times wanted to book Alvo, or they took them both as a package deal just to have SHAMR booked, for the audience and stuff like that. And, he did sort of kind of try to keep him looking clean and, all fixed up as best as he could, even though he was more focused on his own thing, his own look, his own haircut, his own getting his manicures and this and that and other. He did somewhat try to manage as best as he knew how SHAMR. So you got to give it credit for that because that's a piece of work right there. SHAMR is a piece of work. So now he's not booked and busy. What are you gonna do now? So now, see, I think he has a booking in June. I don't know why he doesn't have any more bookings. I think the reason why he has the bookings that he does have is because they were booked prior to the fallouts with K, prior to the fallout with Alvo. So whoever was putting the bookings together for him then, those are like the end of the bookings that he has. He's going to have to learn on his own if he's not going to get anyone to be a PR person or a manager to him that he can trust. He's going to have to learn on his own how to do his own bookings. I'm quite sure people are reaching out to SHAMR. SHAMR probably got crazy. Talking about that, I have a couple of collabs, and I forgot all about giving them the price I was going to charge him for the collab. I forgot. So thank you for talking about bookings and what is he gonna do after they run out. I don't know what SHAMR's gonna do. Oh, I'm sorry, Ivan. I'm so busy running my mouth. I'm so busy running my mouth. I didn't even see you rocking in that chair.
It's
Oh
all
my God.
good.
You know what? I apologize. I didn't
It's
reach
all
back
good.
out to you.
It's
I've
okay.
just been all over the place. And then last night, which is another day that's kind of a dragging day for me. I couldn't sleep at all last night either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was wired. I mean, that I didn't we wasn't on live together yesterday, but I'm just saying I was just thinking in general, today's just another day that's just gonna slip by me. So
Right.
I'm so glad I saw you in the comments because I forgot when I saw you, I was like, oh, I was supposed to reach out to Ivan when we got off that live the other day.
It's okay. It's all right. You hit me up when you can. I know.
Yeah, it's
Ain't
just
nothing to sweat
crazy.
about.
And today's like
So,
a dragon day for me. So go ahead. I'd like to hear your point of view on things. How's things looking on your end with this situation?
well, one that SHAMR's got to find a place to stay.
September, right?
And yep, and do it on his own now because Kay not gonna be there for him, and his friend relationships are on the rocks.
Yeah. No, well, listen to this. Let me say this to you. He now can he like if he doesn't
And
find an apartment, can he just renew that lease?
that has to be done with K.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
Oh
needs
man,
K's participation to do that.
damn, he messed that up.
Yeah.
So
And to, and the rent for what it was is not going to be what it is for him now. It's definitely going to be. I believe it's going to be more. It's going to be higher this time.
damn, man, Shamar. I hope he don't end up back in the street because of that. I thought she
Well,
helped him get the apartment, but everything was like in his name, and
no, no, it's in K's name. Um, and then I'm not
he's on
exactly
the lease.
sure. Yeah, he's on the lease. Um, but with his whole Social Security or his benefits that he gets from the government. It's been a while since I've been exposed to that, but if he wants to tap into that, I believe that he has to do like a recertification for them to do any kind of rental assistance. Correct me if I'm wrong,
Mhm.
chat, but it's been a while since I've dealt with that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. Period. So I'm just listening and stuff. But yeah, it makes sense now. Her name was on the lease as head of household, and then Shamar was on it. Now, once that lease is up, she doesn't come back and make amends, or Shamar don't make amends with him, with her. She's not gonna renew it because right now they're beefing.
yeah,
That's
from what I understood in the last conversations, um, that lease is going to be done and over with.
oh, so she's definitely not gonna change her mind. She is up and it's stuck.
From what I've understood, that
Wow.
it's done. Yeah,
So who knows? Maybe that could be a reason why he's allowing Alvo back in his life, even though he knows that Alvo's cloud chasing off him because he needs him. He definitely is gonna need him. Alvo knows how to do all that Airbnb and all that crap. Even though Alvo should have an apartment as much money as he spends on these Airbnbs, he knows how to do all that. He knows how to finagle that bagel. But see, I think Shamar's credit's messed up, is what a lot of people are saying too.
yeah, yeah. That's what it's also been said that his credit is not the greatest. I mean, what credit does he have? He
Hmm.
doesn't have credit cards. He doesn't have a car payment. He doesn't have anything that he's paying into that's under his name.
Yeah,
He does
cash.
everything's cash. So,
Hmm.
what credit does he have? So there, for him to get something on his own, the requirements are going to be that much harder. Now, they did get rid of the three times the income,
Oh, they
but
did?
it,
When they
yeah,
passed that bill?
well, they passed it for Georgia, but it's still going to be astronomical, even at the two times level. So the two times level
Oh,
plus
so
the
it used to
deposit.
be three because it's in this state too. It's three times the amount of the rent. Your
Yeah,
income has to be three times the amount of the rent. So you said they put it to two times the amount.
from what I've understood, it's been dropped down to two. I was talking
They should
to,
just do one times the amount. Come on, man. It shouldn't cost
yeah,
thousands of dollars to have a roof over your head and not be friggin' camping somewhere if you don't got the money in a tent.
yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
So, yeah,
He's gonna be jammed up then.
yeah. He's gonna have to come up with a pretty decent amount of money, and let's see if he's gonna be begging the audience to help him pay it or what.
You had said the one, not the last time we talked, but you had said in one of the lives that you up here that it's gonna cost him so much money,
Yes,
like
it
around
is.
the lease when the lease is done with. And I
Yes.
was like, how? And you was like, it's gonna cost a lot of money for him.
Well, yeah, he's got that very large furniture set that he has. I mean, just the move, adding up the moving costs, the down payment, the deposit, application fee, and everything. Atlanta, the average person spends about um six to $10,000 on a move. That
What?
includes, yeah, that includes the moving in. So, and I hear the same number over and over again.
That's
Yeah.
scary. Remember, he kept saying he was going back to ATL to go to his court date. Well, he didn't go to court. They like a fool. Yeah, I remember that. I remember he didn't go because I remember I did a video update video saying that he did not go. I don't know why he didn't go, but he didn't. I know why he didn't go because he probably Alvo was probably thinking, if I go, I that's the last day of Don Julio, and they're gonna take me in. Guess he was too busy chasing clout. Exactly, player. Yeah, he just sometimes people don't realize when you're running from warrants, and I know this from my younger years, over 20 years ago, and I used to stay with like 5 warrants. I would clear them up, and then I wouldn't go back to my court dates, and I would get them all back again. And I would be always looking over my back, and I just feel like it just gets worse. When when you don't just go in on your own recognizance and just clear them up, just go get it done with. Because it's
The
considered like a no respect to the courts when you're just running around with warrants. You know you got them and you ain't doing nothing about them.
Miss Davis, the thing about Cobb County Court though, man, Cobb County Court ain't nothing to play with.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
No, just the laws out there, period.
nah, Cobb County is, man, Cobb County be scaring folks. Like, I don't even ride through Cobb County. It's got to be something for real, like something really good for me to go to Cobb County. I don't
Right.
even go out there. I don't like going out there. You
Tommy the
know,
Gospel was saying the same thing. He don't like going through that town.
yeah, like so the court system, man, it's to me the court system is still like the wild wild west of the 1950s.
So that doesn't sound like a little bit of racism. Throw some racist in it.
Yeah, yeah, there is. There definitely is. It's very lopsided, you
Wow.
know, and yeah, so I understand people that don't want to go through the process, but it is what it is.
Mhm.
You gotta get it going. So
Yeah, but the thing is I think the reason why he's running from clearing it up is because he knows he's gonna serve time, and he knows that all the people he's been lying to and getting these cash apps and this and that, his supporters, they're gonna be like, why did he go into court to clear something up, and he didn't come back out because it
yeah.
wasn't just a misdemeanor he has, like he's been trying to tell people it is.
Yeah, I've been questioning the same thing about these people sending Alvo this money. Alvo, I mean, look at his record. Alvo said what? That he was going to get his clothing line together with the money. He was going to get a place to stay with the
He also
money.
said he was also going to clear up his warrant, like the
His
legal stuff.
warrants with the money. That he
Hmm.
was going to do so many things with the money that the people have been giving him, but I haven't seen anything.
But him
I
going
haven't
to
seen
restaurants,
nothing at
getting
all.
Don Julio, Airbnbs, and clothes.
Right. I haven't seen anything at all. And I'm wondering, I haven't even looked at his lives. I haven't looked at anything in regards to Alvo because he is just so, I just can't stand him. But I haven't really looked and see if people are actually still sending him money. But the fact that he's at his mother's house says that he's definitely not getting the same amount of money that it was.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he's not. He went back with Shamar this time, but I don't know. It seems like things are not like blowing up like they should.
Well, I just seen in the comments that Alvo went to Miami.
Yeah, I seen it too. Yeah, so it might
So
be for like a booking, most likely.
Oh, booking.
Yeah, he still gets his little bookings. That's why I said that might be one of the reasons. Shamar, it's that easy for Shamar to, have Alvo in his life, because to benefit from, eating off of Shamar, Alvo's gonna make sure he finds some bookings for Shamar so that he can
I
go to these bookings with him, skim off the top. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even classify these hole in the walls of booking, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, you're right. What I'm saying, if he's getting paid, what they're saying that he charges what, between 4 and 6 thousand.
Alvo, four to
No,
six
no,
thousand.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about Shamar. I thought you were talking about Shamar.
Oh,
No,
um,
Elvo only gets paid $1,000 for a booking.
yeah,
That's
no,
what he said.
and these $4 to $6,000 bookings that Shamar had was very far and few in between. It's not a constant and consistent basis that he's getting $4 to $6,000 for every booking.
Hmm.
So, um, there's some that has been significantly smaller than that. These hole in the walls are not going to pay almost 10 grand for Shamar to show up.
Shamar, especially not in Atlanta, Georgia. He got to go out of
No,
state to get those kind of bookings, 4 to 6 thousand. It ain't gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia.
no, no. I mean, there's so many people are easily accessible here in Atlanta
Hmm.
uh, that there's really not a strong market to book at a higher rate. Anyway,
Right.
um,
Somebody, what was I reading just a minute ago? Where's that? Oh yeah, somebody said he's getting ready to go on tour. Well,
go on
before
tour. Wait, go on tour with who
that's
and
what I'm
what?
saying. I was thinking 50,
And
but I remember Messy Dog was talking about how he's supposed to be going on tour with your mom before they had the fallout and he got back with Alvo. So the first thing I was thinking was it with Fenty or what?
go with what money does he have to go on tour on?
I don't know. I know that him and Fenty was supposed to be doing some music together, but she wasn't gonna like do no like tour thing with him, go too far with it, because she was trying to tread lightly. And I was only taking that from the interview that she did. Remember the one that Kay had responded to? So
Yeah,
I had put it on the live and listened to what Fenty said. It sounded like she would love to take him on tour with her, do a tour with him, but it's a liability. It's what she was more concerned with. She's more concerned of the liability with Shamar and then it coming back on her with her people that pay
yeah,
her.
but Shamar doesn't have anything of weight to go to tour on.
I don't know.
He doesn't.
Somebody in the comment section is basically talking about obviously something that Shamar said out of his mouth in a live.
Shamar just be talking just to talk and just to boost things up and to dress things up and make himself look good, sound good, and everything. The amount of money that it costs to go on tour, Shamar doesn't even have enough songs to even perform to go on tour with. I don't
Mhm.
understand why people be falling for such dumb
BS.
statements.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's completely BS. Come on, like use your brain. Shamar doesn't even have enough songs to perform to go on tour with, guys. Like stop falling for every little thing that Shamar says. Yo, like
We all
that
know he
is
likes to tell stories and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes we find out their lies and we're like, well, why would he sit up there and say that? Because he's Shamar. Some people are just what they are. He uses Shamar for his own benefits of clout. He breeds for with his steel begging SSA. He is discussing. You must be talking about Alvo. Oh, I seen a picture of Alvo. In the picture, they must have photoshopped it because the teeth look yellow like butter in the eye, the whites of his eyes. Oh my god. I said, "Oh my God! If that is a real picture and his eyes showed up, the whites of the eyes look like the color of butter and the teeth. Yeah, you got man. You better go get a checkup." You man.
Oh
I was
man, that's
worried. Like your kidneys or liver or whatever that causes your the whites of your eyes to get yellow, or just a liver. Man, you need to go get it checked out.
but the crazy thing is the the reason why that the whole storyline is for dramatics, and I strongly believe what I said before to be true, that somebody is orchestrating this whole thing as a soap opera, is that obviously Alvo is the one who likes to get it up the butt, and so does
They both
Shamar.
no, they both exactly
They
bottom
both,
right
right. So how are two
bottom.
people bottoms uh are gonna really work this thing out? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all.
But you
Like,
all know it's for clout because look, it lasted for what 5 6 months, right?
they both made a very heavy bag off all the drama, but now it's time for the people to wake up, smell the coffee,
And
and
stop
see
giving
it
them the heavy bag.
right. See it for what it is, guys. You don't have to be like so all hyped and crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? No, this is all played up. This is a soap opera that you're seeing orchestrated by somebody else behind the
Storyline.
scenes. It's a storyline.
Yeah. Like so do you believe that they're really back together?
They're back together, but on the fake tip, not like a real relationship.
Oh, so you okay, so this time around it was like in agreement, like let's just make people think that we're really back together like we was the first time.
Correct. Correct. Even the first time of them being together, I don't think it was even genuine either.
Well, no, I don't think it was either. But I'm saying after time, I just felt like Alvo kind of got used to how to work Shamar and not be so uncomfortable with being with someone he wasn't attracted to, so he could get to what he was getting to, which was
Right.
skimming off the top of his money, stealing the money, getting his little Airbnbs off that money, Don Julio, weed, you know what I'm saying? The free little trips that some of the promoters were paying if the bookings weren't like if they were booking new bookings, he could put Shamar could put him in the deal where they would pay for the airfare and the hotel and whatever included. You know what I'm saying? But if it was a booking prior to them meeting, then that was a different story. Alvo would have to pay for his plane ticket and then wait to on the back end he counted the money for him and then he would skim his money off the top of what he spent to get there. Little did
Right.
Shamar know, I know that's exactly what he was doing.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah. So I know there's somebody else that's coaching Shamar in some of the moves that he's making. The dude, Avery, he obviously is not gay.
no,
That
he
was
is.
just
I heard he's bi. He got
he
a
did
baby
not
brother.
he didn't give anything that he actually rocks the boat like that. He wasn't feeling Shamar. There was no chemistry between the two of them, and look how it ended. So, of course, Shamar has to have somebody. He can't be alone, and I believe Shamar's reputation has been ruined and damaged. And for him to get somebody else in the mix on a genuine relationship is going to be a lot harder right now. And so that's why Alvo is filling in the gaps right now, to just keep that storyline going and have this play back and forth.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Shamar don't have to go through her to renew. That's what somebody's saying. Then somebody also said that it's not in K's name. I'm trying to see where I seen that at.
Nah, it's in K's name.
Kay said Shamar's name was also on the lease. Right. So but what we're trying to say is Kay's supposed to be the head of household.
Right.
So,
There's
she has a right to take him off the lease. She can renew it and stay in the apartment. But if she takes Shamar off the lease, or if she doesn't renew it, then the lease is gone, and Shamar can't stay in that apartment no more. He's not the
right.
head of household.
Correct. And like any renewing of a lease, you need both parties to
Right.
agree and consent anyway. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not like he can go and renew the lease that she's a part of. He would have to start with a new lease on his own.
I'm right, and that's why I was saying I'm wondering if he can do that on his own if he doesn't find a place prior to the lease being time to renew it. I'm wondering if they'll let him stay there. Like, like, okay, Shamar, you've been here for a year. Um, you're gonna have to sign the new lease. Because I can't just see them just putting him out. I don't know.
I don't know with the stuff that happened recently between Kay and her baby daddy and all the information being released. Kay was Kay is livid about all that, and I don't think she would care where he goes as long as she is
No, but
being
no, when I say
detached.
I don't think they will put him out, I'm talking about the rent office. He's been there for a year. They don't have to find like nobody to replace him if they just keep him there and just renew the lease with him without K being on it, is what I'm saying. I don't know. Like you said, it has to be both parties' consent, actually.
Yeah,
That's a tricky one right there.
yeah. Um, I think the lease would be very happy to for Shamar not to even be on property
Because of
anymore.
all the people calling the police and all that kind of stuff. SL, please read the comments. They're different from your guests up there. What do you mean? It says it's not in Kay's name, it's Shamar's name. She just used her so-called business to help boost his income. Shamar has no credit. Okay.
I don't know and I've been around Kay personally, so I know Kay has got something to do with being on that lease.
Oh, wait a minute. So Coco said, player LOL, Shamar can come stay with me for a while since he loves New Orleans folks and accents. You will let him for real stay with you, Coco? I want you to put that in the comment section. Shamar's
Well,
SSI isn't enough alone to get an apartment. He needs more income. So in the state of
correct.
Atlanta, Georgia, they don't have like apartments where it goes by your income.
They do, but what the state of Georgia gives out on SSI and disability and all that stuff, it is much less than most other states.
Oh, wow.
And what Shamar gets, what Burgundy said is correct. What Shamar gets is not enough for him without a job and to be able to pay everything just off of that.
It says Shamar is going to be okay. Trust me. To yard the ones out there to put her down so she was going to drop to the ground. She's moving into another apartment. Yeah, he knows about. I don't know.
And some of y'all gotta proofread what you write, please,
I
because
know
that
it,
was
and then
hard to
got me
read.
like I'm hooked on phonics. You know, how sometimes you might read something that someone didn't proofread, and then it sounds like you just can't read, but it's them what they wrote. And I'd be like, oh,
Yeah, 1 year of staying somewhere does
yep.
not establish credit.
Mm. You said crazy people trying to call the police. Let him help 𝗪𝗪. I am in Georgia. Nah, he calls the police too a lot. He calls it more than everybody else. I think he calls it more than the enemies. Alvo's gonna get his money through 𝗪𝗪. That's his goal for coming back to 𝗪𝗪. He's coming to clean house. Yeah, he's gonna do it the way he wanted to do it initially, but he just couldn't take being with 𝗪𝗪 no more and left.
Yeah, but I also think Shamar is gonna play this as a business type deal and not allow him get so close
Like he
as
was before.
before.
Yeah. Because
Correct.
he was doing kind of sort of good because you see how Alvo ended up evicted. I mean, evicted, didn't have no apartment, and towards when he left, he was already on the verge of being broke, busted, and disgusted. He went broke really quickly. That
Right.
wasn't his end goal, Alvo's end goal, but that's what ended up happening. And when he looked back and played the tape back, he like he was saying, he didn't think that it was gonna be that hard to to game 𝗪𝗪 and get money from him, but it is. He said 𝗪𝗪 is real cheap. He
Right.
ain't giving you his dough.
Says, um, yeah, guys, one rental account does not give you established credit. You don't have established credit with one account and 1 year of rental history. I don't know where you guys are getting that from.
𝗪𝗪, no.
Like, Lordy.
Well, only time will tell. He said September the lease is up, and he's talking like he already got a place. He's talking about in September he'll be gone. So I don't know if if 𝗪𝗪 somebody helped him find something, and he's gonna move into that. I don't know, but if he was using some common sense, he would know like anybody else know. You can't just talk about you gonna leave somewhere and don't have nowhere to and no end goal, nowhere to park yourself or your furniture.
Right.
So I'm like you said, it. I don't care what state you're in. It's expensive to move. I hate moving.
Right.
It's just an
Yeah.
inconvenience.
Yeah. Sorry, Jackie, but it was kind of hard to read your message. Did not understand who she was.
Right. Who
And
is she?
we didn't understand what you were saying, Jackie.
Not at all. Is he
But
talking about 𝗪𝗪 when he says she or?
I don't know. But big ups to Coco if Coco is willing to allow Shamar to
Oh
stay
yeah,
in
let me see if I
in
see
her house.
Coco responding if she's joking or not. I believe she is though, but you never know.
Them
Gotta
Georgia
make sure you shake
roaches,
them out, put them inside. You're gonna have to put 𝗪𝗪 whole body in that dryer with them clothes that he got on his butt on.
ain't no joke. They
Wow.
are no joke.
For real?
Yeah, the Georgia roaches, once they stabilize, it's hard to get them out.
Ooh. So it's not like that place is roach infested. He pretty much put the roaches there.
Well,
He
I
didn't know
mean,
where he was living.
many apartments, many apartments in Georgia is already roach infested. So it really doesn't have nothing to do with you're a nasty person or not. Many is already roach infested.
Mm. Wow. It says thank you, juice fruit. Somebody's name in here, juice fruit. I have been looking for a new place and the apartments here in New York. Oh yeah, New York. I know it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, New York. Yeah, New
Right.
York. You need to have 3 times the amount in New York.
Is that's how it is here? And I'm from Boston, but born and raised,
Yeah,
but I'm living in Rhode Island, and it's 3 times, still 3 times. That's why I said, oh, they changed it. You said, yeah, here in Georgia, but it's not changed here yet.
right.
It says, I'm going to tell you something out there. You're going to have a spiritual week. Oh Lord, I can't do that. Nah. It says, but it seems maybe the apartment units are not giving him
That's
the
a good point.
to renew based on what has been going on in the U. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
It might be that he can't renew it, might not have nothing to do with K because they just want him out of there,
yeah, that's a good point.
you know?
Yep, that's what I was alluding to. Was that as
Because
well?
nobody wants to have, because they get a report at the office every time police are called to apartment buildings. Okay. So trust me, the owners have ways to find out if you're calling the police to their property. They're supposed to be getting a copy of that police report when it happens. And nobody wants those. I'm gonna call them points on their housing record that they have people calling the police to the establishment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's just doing. It's an overkill of it. And
Yeah,
yeah.
and where Shamar lives, it's one of the lower income apartment units in Cobb and Marietta and Smyrna. So it is important that that apartment does not have a high amount of calls, police calls.
Hmm. Wow. Somebody
Yeah,
said
moving.
I will get arrested. I don't know.
Yeah, Cobb
Philly-
County, Coweta County ain't no joke.
Mm. Wow. It says I'm speaking to the people that didn't. Oh yeah, hit the like button. I forgot to say it. I'm so busy talking about Shamar and this moving thing.
I wouldn't say Atlanta is a racist place. I mean, I came here because I've been all over the country. I've tried to make it in different states and cities. And I studied the demographics of Atlanta and the success rate within different demographics.
Hmm.
And I came here homeless in 2015. I was homeless.
Hmm.
And by the time of 2017, I was already living in northern Woodstock, my own house. And then I bought this big giant property in 2020. You
Wow.
know, and I consider myself a minority as well. I
Hmm.
wouldn't say Georgia Atlanta is a big racist place. Um, it's just very different, and you have to move. You're either going to move in a corporate way, in a professional way, or you're going to have your own business. If not, then you need to humble yourself and work the regular job and just be humble with it.
Right.
But that's everywhere else. But I will say that Atlanta does give opportunity if you do it the right way.
Right. Wow. So, but you got yourself together relatively quickly.
Very quickly.
Right. So.
Very, very quickly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
I am Indigo.
Hey, Indigo.
I don't understand why those folks send funds to them every day. Is strange. It is strange. I will
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. Yeah. Once Alvo gets caught in the system, they will more than likely hold him in jail for the other warrants in the other counties to be cleared up.
They'll have them into each court. They call it have. They'll do a have
Yes.
to each county.
Yes.
Hmm. And that's what they'll do. It says Davis, no, just Alvo. Alvo doesn't like Shamar, so he's not going to take him out of town with him. He didn't even take Shamar to meet his own family. Yeah, but that's kind of crazy because people are saying that he is in Miami, and he could have probably took Shamar with him because there's only way you'll be able to see him is away from that apartment. If he goes to that apartment, somebody calling the police on him. And I heard that it's a no trespassing. He's not supposed to be over there. Alvo. That's what I heard. So
Yeah.
you don't mess with nothing like that. I'm about to get off, man. I feel like I need to take a nap. I'm so tired, man. My sleep's all messed up, but I know if I take a nap, it's gonna mess me up for tonight when I go to sleep. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get off here and
All right.
maybe just lay down and stuff. But make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you share the video. Also, make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on, option all. And I love y'all. Stay blessed. And I'm out. And Ivan, always, as always, thank you for coming up and
You're welcome.
conversation with us. We love when you come up on the platform.
Thank you for having me. Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all for being so kind. You don't always have to agree with me. It's all good. I don't take it personal. You know,
Agree to disagree.
yep, here we take all opinions as long as it's respectful,
Mm,
but thank you. Thank you, Miss Davis. Thank you, Mods, for holding it down. And we'll catch you again.
that's right. All right. Love y'all. Stay blessed. I'm out. Bye for now. Mwah.